Hey guys, Jack here, bringing you another video, and today, as you can see, we are doing another layout update for Stainburn Road. I think this is layout update 8, I'm not completely sure, so don't quote me on that. Anyway, lots has been done on the layout since you last saw it, so I'll crack on. I've got a list here, so I know what I've done, so I definitely won't miss anything this time. The video is probably going to be split into two halves, so you'll have to look forward to that bit as well. We'll start off with the scatter. As you can see, I've put the woodland scenic scatter down in this half here now, as you can probably remember if you've been watching the videos for a while. I did just have the woodland scenic scatter in this bit here. I've filled it in all the way around now, as you can see. All the way around to the other side of the station there as well. Round past the disturbance depot and round here. So that's all good. I've also been experimenting a bit with my grass. I've got this one. It's quite a bit brighter than the other one. Well, it is on when you look at it with the naked eye anyway. It's looking alright on camera. But as you can see, it is. I think it's quite good. It gives a very different texture to the Woodland Scenics one. But I think you'll agree, it looks quite good. I've got it over on the desk and I'll show you in a minute. But basically, it's by Gauge Master. And I think it's called Spring Grass Flock, and it's very, very good. As you can see, I've got it in this corner of the board now, and I've also filled it in all the way around there, and that goes up and finishes behind the signal box there. So yeah, like I was saying, I'll go show you that now on the desk. Here it is. This is the Gauge Master stuff I got. It's in God, knock that bottle over. Quite hard trying to find the stuff in the viewfinder. But anyway, I'll just come back into the better light. This is it. It's just a plain green scatter. It's very simple to use. When you applying it, I apply it using one of these. Gauge Master Scenic Puffer Bottle. It's very simple to use. You just unscrew the cap and pour it in. I would give you a demonstration of it now, but I haven't got a tripod or anything to put the camera on, so I'm only having to use one hand at the moment. So yeah, that's my new grass. I think I'm going to go with that for the rest of the layout. I'm not going to remove the Woodland Scenics one. I think I'll just put some of this stuff over the top of it, and obviously thicken it up a bit with some clump foliage. But again, that's a project for the future. Also, I was in my local model shop a few weeks ago now, which is, well, it's not my local one, but it's the nearest one to me anyway, which is Jackson's Models in Wigton. It's a very good shop if you get the chance to go, and I got some stuff, as well as this anyway. I got the matte varnish, which I've been meaning to get for absolutely ages. As you can see, it's Humbrol enamel varnish, and as you can see on the tin, it says it dries in minutes, and that's exactly what it does do. Now, this stuff is absolutely lethal, honestly. If you are spraying any of this stuff indoors like I am, then make sure that you've got the doors open, the windows open, and you're wearing a mask, which is what I did, because if you breathe some of that stuff in, it is going to make you go a bit loopy, I think. But yeah, I got that, and I also got some of this Humbrol paint. It's Humbrol RC401, so that's Rail Colour 401, which is it's kind of like an oily black colour. I've used this a bit now. I've been using it recently on my new station building, which I'll be showing you that in future updates, because I want to wait till it's finished to show you that. And I'm also going to be planning on doing some weathering with it in the future as well, so that's why I got that. It's very good paint, by the way. Going back over the layout now, I have been doing some stuff on my signalling for the layout. Here it is. First things first, I made a signal. If you'll remember, I did have the big chunky Hornby triangle one, but I've scratch built my own because the other one didn't look right. The base of it, well, the shaft that the signal arm is attached to, is made of plastic. This is the ladder and the signal arm I got off the triangle one. They were quite rusty, so I repainted the signal arm and the ladder. And then the little black bit at the bottom of the mast is just a bit of duct tape wrapped around, which is the same method I did for the bollards over by the disturbance depot, which I did show in a previous update. So yeah, that's the signal. I think it looks quite good, especially from distance. I'm planning on maybe putting another one at the other end of the station, and maybe a small ground shunt signal in the entrance to the yard as well. The other bit of signalling I've been doing is in the signal box. I've started to build an interior for it. I haven't got it here with me, but basically it just sits inside. It's got a light in it, and I'm building a proper interior for it at the moment. And then I'm going to be drilling a hole down into the baseboard. As you can see, it's marked there, and there's going to be a wire going through that to the battery, and that's going to power the lights. As this is the only working light on the layout now, I'm fine with just using a battery, but as more lights get added to the layout, I will probably have to put a power bus in there somewhere. But like I say, that's something for the future. As you can see, I've ballasted round here as well, and made a little ballasted area for the signal box to sit on, as well as just putting some woodland scenic scatter around here as well. Patches did get sucked up where I was cleaning off with the hoover, but that's fine, that'll get covered up with some foliage in the future as well. Also, quite an obvious thing, the hillside's moved. Yeah, it was on this corner, if you remember rightly, but I moved it onto this one because it didn't seem to look right on the other one. I think having it on the back corner gives the layout a better feeling of depth, with everything being taller at the back and then getting lower and lower and lower as you get to the front. But that's what I think anyway. I think it does look better at the back. I did have to tweak the design of it a little bit and curve it a bit more to get it to fit in this corner, but it looks fine now. I think I've got a tree on there. This one I literally just found floating about in the garden in the wind, so I picked that up. And it looks quite good actually, especially with the tractor underneath it as well. Yes, ballasting wise, I've ballasted up to the edge of the baseboard. Just move these contents out of the way. Don't know how well you'll be able to see it. There, you can kind of see it there, but basically I've ballasted all the way up to the edge of the back scene, because I am not going ahead with the baseboard extension anymore. The reason I'm doing that is practicalities basically. As you've got to remember, this is not a devoted railway room, this is my bedroom, so I've still got to be able to get back there to access that shelf, which I don't really use to be honest, but anyway, I've still got to be able to get to there if I need to, and for the curtain controls, which as you can see are there. So yeah, I still need to be able to get around there, and obviously for maintenance of the track and trains as well. So it didn't seem to be practical at the time to make a baseboard extension, so that's not going to be done anymore. One thing I'm planning on doing though is extending the back scene so it comes all the way along instead of just stopping there, and then that'll come behind here as well. And on that it'll probably just be hillside, so it'll kind of join the countryside and urban scene together, because at the moment it is just countryside and urban with no like mix in the middle to all blend it together. So yeah. Also, last weekend I was in Yorkshire and I went to the MZ and Bolton Abbey Railway, which is really, really good. I encourage you to go if you are in the area. But basically, while I was there, I got some trees in the shop. I got 3 of them. 2 of them are here, and one of them is over in the village green. They're made by Gauge Master again, and they were £1 each in the shop, which was very, very good. As you can see, here they are, and this scene is developing quite nicely, I think. I think the trees do set it off a little bit better. I want to get some fencing and foliage to go around the outside of the track. But as you can see, the network railmen are out maintaining the line, and I think that's looking quite good now, if you look at it from here anyway. So there's that. That is all I'll be going through in the first half of the update, guys. Stay tuned for part 2, where I'll be telling you lots of exciting news that's going on about the layout, including new vehicles and even a new locomotive. So stay tuned, and I'll see you soon. Bye.